My farm was failing. It was not about the pest, it was not about the soil, it was not the fact that I didn't understand the way farming works. It was the fact that I was doing what everyone else was doing and I was losing the way everyone else was losing. Then I decided to change my strategy and I decided to change my mindset. And since then, profit has never been my problem. Since then, I could now work with ease. I can work at the comfort of my home while making passive income when it comes to agriculture. What did I do? These are the things I'll be sharing in this video. If you see me for the first time, hello, I'm Family Julie. On this channel, I talk about how to grow investments, how to grow wealth when it comes to agriculture and agriculture business. So do well to check out other videos on this channel, and I promise you one thing, you definitely get value. Let's dive into it. I was spending time, I was spending money, I was spending my energy growing crops just the way every regular farmers were doing. But I noticed that every time that there is cry that farmers are not making money, farmers are lamenting, I join them in lamenting. And I knew that this is now I want to continue. I don't want to continue struggling financially when it comes to agriculture, when it comes to farming. I didn't want to continue putting money in something that could not give me like 100% possible return when I put my mind. I was tired of praying every single time that God let rain fall. Even with irrigation, I was really, really tired. So what did I do? I shifted my mindset from a farmer and I became a marketer. I knew that this farming thing, everybody production was surplus, but selling was a problem when it comes to farming. And I decided to go into the problem, solving the problem. If you may follow me from way back, you will notice that I did farm up. That was the period of time I switched my mindset and I said, okay, let me create a market for farmers. I created Farm App and we are still bringing back the app. But when I said that it was hard connecting different people all over the world on the platform as of that time, I shifted again and I went locally. So what I did is once my farmers in the farm location produces and it's time for harvest, I'll start looking for different markets for them in different locations and I will handle the transportation cost of moving it and I made my profit. That was what I did. I switched from this everybody is losing money, everybody is not making money to whether you are cultivating, whether you are not cultivating, Julie was always having a produce to sell because people reach out to me, oh, Julie have cucumber to sell in different locations and I help them connect them to buyers. So yes, this was the first thing I did when it came to mindset shift. The next thing I did was I stopped planting like an hustler. Oh God. There was time I would sleep on the farm, I'll plant vegetable, I'll plant rodo, I'll plant cucumber, I'll plant shoko. I stopped planting like an hustler and I started investing in wealth building. So when I got financial literacy on how money works, I knew that I didn't want to keep on planting vegetable. My long-term goal as Family Julie is to own a family resort, right? That is my long-term goal. That is my 10-year plan from now. Own a family resort. But Julie, how can you have that family resort? I need to start building wealth that will give me that money, that fund I am looking for to build the family resort. And that is, I switched from planting ugu, shoko, pepe, and I focused on building long-term crops that will give me money. And if you notice my video then, when I started then, I also switched the kind of content I put and I started advising people, plant oil palm, plant cocoa, plant cashew, plant this, plant that. Because these things may not give you money now, but they are generational wealth that you are leaving for your unborn, for your children. Our forefathers left these things for us. You see some people that will tell you that we have ogbono on our land, we have kola nut on our land. Who planted it? It was somebody. So I want to be that person that will leave generational wealth for my offspring. So I switched from let me quickly make 20 naira this week. And I started building wealth. Now I could not leave that hustler stage if I had not placed a means of making money for myself. And that's why I said I left farming and I started creating markets for farmers. I started looking for market. Even up till now, I still help farmers sell their produce. So I make income from there. And the income I make from there, I now channel it back to my farm to build wealth. Did you understand? So all those times I was convinced that this farm is not making money. I knew I had to change my mindset. And I'm putting this outside because a lot of people contend that I've invested millions of naira in farming. Change your approach. Everything about this life is being strategic. If one way is not working, it does not mean that that thing is not working. but the approach you're taking towards it might not work. So you change your approach. Have I stopped farming? No. But am I farming the right way now? Yes. So when I plant my oil palm, I plant my cashew, I still intercrop with short term crops, and at the same time I make my money. But now my mind is not focusing on that short term crops to grow because I already created other channels and money can come in for me. The next thing I did was I started thinking of passive income. Okay, Julie, all the time you're earning money that you're buying land, how can I make money off this thing even without being there? That was the mindset I started having. How can I earn money? I'm a young girl as of then when I started farming. But as of now that this video is coming to you, I'm no longer a young girl. I'm a woman, I'm a wife, I'm a mother. So my priorities have changed. But how can I keep making passive income when it comes to farming? How can I keep making money even when I am not on field? I have to think. And I came up with the idea of okay, all this my land that I have. I don't have the strength to start cultivating. I don't have the strength to start tilling. The energy I had back then is not the energy I'm having now. So what do? I leased it out to farmers, people that need it. I leased it out to them, and we all agreed. Anybody I'm leasing my farm for, maybe I'm giving you the land for 2 years. You will pay me for that 2 years of lease, and whatever you cultivate on that land within that 2 years, you will give me a portion of it. So let's say we divide the harvest into four. I take one, you take the remaining three. That is how we've been doing it. And I've been earning money even from the land without any stress. And these farmers, what they do for me now is they help me maintain the land. I'm no longer going through the stress of we are looking for farm workers. You people remember those times I will be shouting, how do we get farm workers? So at the end of the day, I had a farm worker that told me that he does not want my judge. I will work for me for 1 year, and at the end of the year, I'm going to pay him with keke. Do you know how much they sell keke napep? How much should I make? How much will be my profit from that farm that will use the profit to buy you keke? So I'm no longer worrying about that headache because I have changed my mindset, but I am still earning from farming. So I've thought about passive income. This is how you grow when it comes to it's not I said it in my last video that you can set up your poultry pen, ask people to use it, right? But you will make money from it. You can maybe have 10 crates from each harvest of eggs. Just come up with strategies that will favor you. You don't need to do gang before you make money from it. I'll be going back to cultivation, maybe helping people to source for farm workers, helping people to source for farm manager. My priority now is to create solutions to problems that you are having in agriculture and not necessarily be the one of you to start cultivating. So we have problems like Julie farm workers, Julie market, Julie. That is where Julie is coming in. I have recent problems I've been getting is land scam. There's no all these people that the manager that are managing my farm are lying to me. We brought in services that will help all those issues. So that is the aspect I am focusing on and not necessarily to be on farm. So if you notice or you realize that you are not really making the money that they say is in this agriculture, it's not that agriculture is not profitable, it's because you need to change your mindset. You need to change your approach. You need to change your strategy that you are using currently. Okay. So one question I will need you to ask yourself at the end of this video, at this point is, in your farming business, are you positioning yourself for profit or you are just planting problems and giving yourself headache unnecessarily? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. Also, if you need clarity, you need consultation, you need someone to talk to about your farming business, you want to make a change when it comes to your farming business, you need someone to talk to. You can reach out to me, I offer one-on-one consultation. You can reach out to me, my details are in the description box. Also in my link, you can check my bio, you can check Family Julie on Instagram. Reach out to me and I'm definitely going to be of help to you. If you need someone that will monitor your farm, if you need someone that can vent your land, reach out to me and I will definitely be of help. These are the services we offer right now. And Family Julie, we do agriculture with sense and not with stress. If you got value, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to see you in my next video.